Time now for this week's Goofy Award. In case you missed it, in a year-end interview, Prime Minister Trudeau stated that he believed returning ISIS members, this is Canadians who willingly traveled to various locales in the Middle East to fight for the caliphate, and then, when the battle was lost, ISIS defeated, returning jihadists, he said, could be rehabilitated and become powerful voices against radicalism. I've had a couple of weeks to wrap my head around that one, still can't get even close. And not just because Mr. Trudeau's own Minister of Public Safety, Ralph Goodale, he recently stated, once a person has been in a war zone, once they've been actively engaged in terrorist-related activities, the capacity to turn them around is pretty remote. Well, I'm with Mr. Goodale on that one. The likelihood of making a jihadist taking a 180-degree turn and embracing Western values, including tolerance for gays and the equality for women, I think it's less than remote. I think it's zero. So, yeah, I think the Prime Minister's attitude is dangerously naive. So, yeah, it's goofy, but there's more. I think forget the pipe dream of rehabilitation for people who leave the country to participate with an organization using rape, sodomy, torture, beheadings, and mass murder. Proudly, they do. If the government's determined to rehabilitate them, my point is let's do it from the confines of jail, serving the same amount of time as if the offenses were committed in Canada. Joining ISIS is the admission of guilt. The fact that the crimes weren't committed in Canada, I don't think doesn't matter to me anyways. Under the Conservative government, dual nationals lost their Canadian citizenship for terrorist-related offenses. Well, the Liberals overturned that law, stating that there are not going to be two classes of Canadians. I say, fine, we can debate that at another time. But for now, what about punishing Canadians who, by their own choice and admission, join the most heinous, violent group on the planet, where rape, torture, murder, and sodomy were the norm? I say, yeah, rehabilitate them in jail. As I say, my head just shakes at that one. And just to